Questions, comments, concerns, recipe requests? Drop me a line. Jim's Man Cave Kitchen at gmail.com. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Hey, my name is Jim, and I want to welcome you to my Man Cave Kitchen. Hey boys and girls, my name is Jim, and I want to welcome you to Jim's Man Cave Kitchen. Today, if you know me, if you watched any of my videos, you might know that my favorite day of the week is Thirsty Thursday, and Thirsty Thursday is today. And I'm hosting. I don't host Thirsty Thursday every week, but this week I'm hosting. And here at the Man Cave, we're gonna have MeatFest. Arby's can't touch this. We got the meat right here. MeatFest Thirsty Thursday edition. First up, last night my buddies brought me over a mess of venison. Right here I got 2 pounds of deer loins. It's gonna be so good. My goodness, I can't even wait till this afternoon to cook these things up. But first things first, they need to be seasoned. I'm gonna show you a recipe that I made at school for a final exam practical. My final exam practical consisted of an 8-course tasting menu for about 30 guests. And the meat course of my meal was deer loin. And I made this recipe at school, and it was so good. It was a huge hit. You would have thought it was beef. It was that good. So, I got my loins here laid out. First thing we're going to do is kosher salt. You want to make sure you season all sides. Turn it around, flip it over, get some salt all over it. There we go. We're going to give it a couple turns of black pepper over the top. Roll them over. Get the other side, just like so. And now I have in here, I've made a paste. You can see that. Oh yeah, it's nice and wet, and it smells fantastic. So I made this paste, fresh rosemary, some coriander, crushed garlic, olive oil, and where's it at? If you've never seen this, you should have this in your spice cabinet. This is hickory smoked salt. It just adds such a depth of flavor to slow cooked and roasted meats, or even burgers, whatever. I love it. I don't use it enough. I forgot I had it. And so there it is. Today we're using it. So we're going to take this paste and we're going to rub it liberally all over these loins. Again, you want to make sure that you cover all the sides. Get this stuff everywhere. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Get it on there. And so there we go. That's that. I'm gonna lay these back here in this pan And in the refrigerator they'll go. Minimum 2 hours. Overnight is perfectly okay. These will be in the fridge for probably 3-4 hours today. And then later on, I'm going to throw them on the Pit Boss on a super, super hot grill. And I'm going to sear all around, every side. Put a nice sear on them. And then we're going to finish them up in the smoker oven. I can't wait. Can't even wait. So this part of our prep is done. I'm going to do a quick little cleanup, and when I come back, we're going to make some burgers. Alright, boys and girls. I have here in front of me 9 pounds of ground venison. Now I'm going to tell you, many years ago, somebody gave me some ground venison, and I'd never worked with it before, and I just patted me up a burger, and I cooked it on a grill, and I thought to myself, this is going to be so daggum good, I'm going to have me a deer burger. And I'm here to tell you, it was the absolute worst burger I've ever put in my mouth. This deer meat is so lean, and that burger turned out so dry. It was as dry as the desert. I took one bite and I chewed on it for half a day before I could swallow it. And then I threw the rest of the burger away. So we live and we learn. I have this ground venison, and it's lean. I have 9 pounds, and I'm going to mix into this venison 3 pounds of ground chuck. So we're just going to give this a nice little mix by hand. Sure everything's good and incorporated together. And I'm also going to mix into this, I have right here 5 ounces of bacon fat. And I'm just going to tell you, if you don't save your bacon fat in the refrigerator, you should. Because it is a great addition to things like this. Maybe meatloaf. It's good for seasoning your cast iron skillets and pans. Use it instead of oil, fried potatoes, caramelized onions, just whatever. Whatever. Bacon makes it better. So we're going to add a little bit of fat into this. And I'm just going to continue mixing. Alright, boys and girls, that's all mixed up. We got a ground venison, we got a ground chuck, and we got some bacon fat. I'm going to do a quick cleanup. I'm going to put this in the fridge while I do that. And when we come back, we'll portion all this out and start pattying it up. We're going to patty out these burgers. First, we're going to portion it. And I'll have you know, I have a live studio audience sitting back here. Say hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
There she is. She's not a venison fan. I asked her if she wants a deer burger, and she turned her nose up at it and said no. But to each his own. Some people just don't like it, and that's okay. Alright, I'm going to portion this out. $8 ounces. half-pound burgers. Actually going to do two things here. While I'm portioning them out, I'm going to make myself a mini burger to give this a taste, just to see how it is and how it cooks up, because can't be serving bad food on Thirsty Thursday Meat Fest, right?
Right.
There we go. In the hot cast iron she is. Here's the burger I cooked up. Let me show you this. Move, Mr. Freckles, you're always in the way. That is nice and tender, and it's juicy. And it's juicy because we mixed that bacon fat up into our deer meat. Otherwise, it would be dry as a desert. I promise you it would. We'll give this a taste. That is really good. It's not dry. It's not chewy. You can actually swallow it. You can taste the deer. It's got just a little bit of gaminess to it. I think it could use a little bit more salt. But other than that, that's good stuff. Here I have my hamburger masher. And we just drop that in there like that. Mash that down like so. And pop out. Look at that. A perfect burger. Lay that on the sheet tray. Have these little wax paper squares. Lay over the top. Now I'll only have to do this 30 more times. I like this kitchen gadget.
Yeah.
I'm going to put these in the fridge until it's time to cook, and we'll fire up the Pit Boss grill a little bit later. And don't go away. We have one more meat on the MeatFest menu at the Man Cave. This, boys and girls, is the Man Cave Kitchen cigarette lighter. When your mother leaves her lighter in the house. Uh-oh. This is the last course right here, folks, of our MeatFest trio, Thirsty Thursday edition, right here in Jim's Man Cave Kitchen. These are not venison. This is the only thing not venison on the menu today, but they are fresh homemade bratwurst from my local meat market down the road here, and they are absolutely delicious. We're just going to dump these in this pot, and and we're going to cover them with beer. Because real men cook with beer. Did you know that, Mom? No. Mom didn't know, now she does. I'm going to cover these with beer, and I'm going to put them right here behind me on the turkey fryer, and bring them to a boil, and then shut it off and put a lid on it. And then we'll brown them on the Pit Boss grill later on this afternoon. It's just that simple.
Are they gonna cover?
Huh?
Are they gonna cover?
Almost. I think I'm one can of beer too short. We'll get we use one of these tall cans. That should finish them up. And that worked out perfectly. They're covered up, and there's one drink left in a can. What about that? I love it when a plan comes together. We are outside at the Pit Boss Grill, and it's time to put a sear on our deer loin, our back strap. Look at that. Woo! Remember, we made a paste with some rosemary and garlic and thyme and smoked hickory smoked salt and a couple other things that I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's all good. This grill is smoking hot. It's 650 degrees up here on the top thermometer. I'm gonna open it up. Give that grate just a spritz of oil. And oh, you hear that? That is the sound of goodness. Oh boy. We're gonna let these go about 3 minutes per side. And I mean, we're gonna roll it. We're gonna put a nice grill mark all the way around it. And then down here below, I've got the oven / smoker heating up. And I'm gonna stick a meat thermometer in one of these loins, and we're gonna put them in the smoker and let them go until we hit about 135, no more than 140 degrees. And I don't know how long that's gonna take, but I know I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. There goes the timer, folks. A little grilling tip. When you're searing off large pieces of meat like this, and it's time to roll it or turn it, don't set it back down right where you picked it up from. I'm gonna slide these over and turn them and put them over on this hot grate that hasn't had anything cooking on it yet. And we start the timer. I want you to look at these up close. Look at that. Oh my.
I'm going to pick these up and hold them and put a little sear on each end, and then they're going to go in the smoker. Folks, searing them off like this and being sure that you get every side, even the ends, will seal in all the juices and all the natural flavor of this meat. Now from here, you go straight in the smoker. I'm going to put a meat thermometer in one of them, and when it reaches 135, no more than 140, we're going to pull them out and let them rest, and then we'll slice it up. And I'll show you what it looks like. It's going to be so good, I can't even wait. Remember, folks, you can request this recipe or any of my recipes. Just drop me an email. Send it to jimsmancavekitchen@gmail.com. Look forward to hearing from you.